In July 2023, me and my boyfriend bought this house. I have been wanting to make a house tour ever since we bought the house. There has just not been the right time. In the start I felt like I need to decorate the house a bit more, I need to do certain things and like settle in, and there was a lot going on essentially. Now finally I have the time, and I also feel like we have been able to feel in the house. If you hear that noise, it's my cat. Yes, let's get on with the video. I do want to just briefly mention that this channel is mainly about my knitting. However, I do plan on making house-related videos as well. That is not going to be the main focus, but if you are into knitting, if you are into house renovations, gardening, and all those type of things, then you are more than welcome to subscribe to this channel. Yes, let's just get on with this house tour. This house was built in 1907, I think. It's a bit unclear when the house was built, since I think on paper it's registered as 1923. The previous owners have found carvings from 1907 when they were doing renovations. Yeah, I have heard that around that time a lot of houses weren't registered, so when they were registered they just put a random year as when it was registered. So we don't know exactly when it was built, but it's definitely more than 100 years old. There's very many similar houses in the area, so this is a very typical type of house that you could find in Sweden. I'm not gonna go that much into the technical things in the house. I'm just gonna do a quick tour of the house and talk a little bit about how we use the rooms and what our plans are. We can also start by saying that we haven't done any renovations in this house. I think we lived here now for 6 months. Yeah. But here's the kitchen. So the kitchen is quite big. We have high ceiling in pretty much all the rooms. I don't know how old these are. They have a charm to them, but they're not what I'm wanting to have in a kitchen. I don't know exactly what I want to do in the kitchen, but where I'm born in Finland, there are cabinets in the kitchen that have like a straining thing here at the bottom, so it's really easy to just, you know, do the dishes, and you wouldn't have to have one of these in your sink. As far as the kitchen goes, we have a electrical stove, and then we have a wood burning stove, which is currently not in use. Yeah, because we have to fix our chimneys, and that is our first priority in this house. That room here connects to the living room, so I'm gonna show that one last. In this corner here, where we have the drape hanging, that is our first bathroom. When it got really cold a couple weeks ago, the pipes froze in this room. We're a bit scared to use the bathroom in here because, yeah, we don't really know if they are working properly. But yeah, it's essentially a really outdated bathroom. Not that big, but it's functional. It's the same size as my bathroom in Gothenburg, so I'm not complaining. Where I'm standing currently, here, it's a bit hard to show with this camera. This section here, together with the bathroom, I have some idea to put these rooms together to make one big bathroom slash something that we say in Swedish is grov entré, which is essentially like a side entrance to the house. You have your washing machine there, you have a bathroom or a shower. It really helps if you have children or dogs or animals, or if you're doing a lot of gardening. You can come in from the side entrance instead of the main entrance with messy boots, and you can just shower off your feet or dogs or whatever before you enter. So this door here is from the outside you can see that there is a side building, a little side entrance. So that's this side here. Yeah, the previous owners have had cats. They have installed a cat flap onto this door. does come in handy, but not that much in the winter because, yeah, it lets in a lot of cold air, and so we have just temporarily put pillows there. I hope you can see. Let's continue. We have a fridge here, but no freezer. The freezer is in the room that I'm gonna show you the last. That causes us some issues when we want to renovate the kitchen slash that room over there that I'm getting to later. I have not planned this house tour at all. I'm pretty much just winging this. Hopefully this turns out well. If I do forget something, or if there's something you do want to know about, please ask me in the comments, and I'm really happy to give you any answer for that. But yes, now we are standing in the hallway, and we have these beautiful stairs that are currently painted red. I don't mind the stairs, but my boyfriend hates it. I don't care about that it's red. I think it's just like the railing on the side here is blue. If this was in a different color, my boyfriend has sold me the idea that we should have like exposed wood steps and then have something painted on the wall underneath the step. I do love this entrance. This is like, as I said, we haven't done any renovations here, so this has been done by the previous owner. I think they've done a really great job with choosing colors and wallpaper. But I do have a feeling that, yeah, we will eventually make this like our own. It works for now. The floor was looked pretty much newly painted when we moved in here. It's starting to come off in certain areas. It seems to be just wood that has been painted. Probably want to have some other type of floor here. So in here we have our closet, we put our jackets and random things, and water boiler in this room. If we now continue to the room that's here next to the opposite side of the kitchen. I can't remember, we named all these rooms, but this has turned out to be like a resting room slash Phillips workspace slash yoga space slash workout space, filming area. Oh yeah, my boyfriend, he also has a YouTube channel. He has made plenty of videos, and most of them are recorded in this room. Yeah, something that does go on that's a reoccurring theme in this house is that the floors here are untreated wood. They have been painted before, but as I said, the previous owner has done some very beautiful renovations, and they sanded down the floors but decided to not put anything on them. I do want to make something with these floors because I feel like I can't wash them properly when they're exposed. Yeah, the floors are so beautiful. I have no idea what type of wood it is. Maybe you know. And if you do know, you can leave me a comment about that. You can see here that I love plants. I used to have a lot of plants, but I have lost so many of them because of the cold. Maybe next year I get to buy more. Yeah, that one has such a nice location in the house. It's bright, it's warm because we have the air pump in here. It just serves the purpose so well, and it's beautifully lit, and the sunset gets to that side, so it has a lot of nice natural light into it, and I just love being in that room. Why this room here is our main living room is because of the fireplace in here. The fireplace is not working currently because of the chimneys. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. I have dreamed of owning a house ever since I was a child. I've always lived in apartments. Being like able to buy a house with a beautiful fireplace like this, it's just like a dream come true, and every day feels like I'm living in a dream almost. Having these things that like go wrong in the house are kind of like, oh, nice. Like almost felt like a little bit like too good to be true, like when we were able to buy this house. So having these issues happening makes like the whole experience a bit more realistic and real. Like if everything was going smoothly and perfectly, it's like a bit like, I don't know if you're like that, but I get stressed when everything goes your way. You're expecting for something to like happen, like something major is going to happen if something bad doesn't happen. So having these small little things here and there is kind of like, everything is normal. There's so many things to fix in this house, but that is kind of why we wanted to have a house too. We want to be able to learn to become more like handy and do more carpenting and painting and more housework essentially. Like I mentioned before, I knit a lot. Here is where all the knitting happens. I would say here's where all the magic happens, because knitting is magic. It's a mess, and actually this is not a mess considering what it normally looks like. This is where I sit and knit mainly. I have my laptop there where I watch a lot of other knitting podcasts, and right over here you have my yarn stash. This room is a little bit of everything at the moment. It's not at all the way I want to decorate it. I do love the carpet we have here. This was actually left by the previous owners. It is made from 100% wool, and I'm a wool maniac. The rest, I'm kind of like, the couch is fine, but I don't really like the fabric to it, so I might do something with it. Maybe I make a project out of it. And the table we painted when we lived in Gothenburg and wanted to have a bit more green into the house or into the apartment. I don't know if the color really suits the vibe I'm going for. Everything just looks a bit messy. So at some point I do want to like decorate the house and have everything set like I want it to look like. I love nature, I love green. I want to have something that reflects nature and like ground. I don't know what I'm saying. This is just thrown in here when we moved in, and then we just started to live here and we started to accept things the way they looked, but that's not necessarily how we want it. These curtains were kind of spontaneous purchase during the time when it was minus 27 degrees, and we wanted to have something to go over the windows when it's that cold, because the windows let in a lot of cold air. We needed to have something to just fix that a little bit. Usually these type of curtains are meant to be like in a bedroom. They're like meant to block out light. This room feels so much darker now because they are up, but it's temporarily. I do want to take them down when summer comes. Now we just walked into the room here that over there connects to the kitchen, and over here connects to the living room. So this room, when we moved in, my boyfriend found a perfect name for it, which was Petal Paradise. But it has more likely turned out to be Petal Hell. All my plants are pretty much gone. There's no plants in here whatsoever. But this is essentially my room. This is my little studio. It has like my sewing machine is in here. This is going to be essentially my office. Everybody who watches this video and you who are knitting, you can expect some great things happening in this room. This is going to be a knitting related room, and I'm so excited to get started with this room. It's gonna be filled with plants, knitting, and everything creative, and like an office area for me. The walls here are pretty newly renovated also, but it's still very dark in here. I want to brighten up the room somehow. At the same time, I want to do something about the floors because they're very yellow and brassy looking. I have some ideas for that, but I'm not gonna say them until for sure that I know this is going to happen. About the kitchen, something that I was talking about in the kitchen before. The fridge is in that room, but the freezer is in here. This is what has been something that has bugged me a little bit. You're kind of hearing this buzzing noise the whole time. And now it stops, of course. But yeah, so I want to move this out to the kitchen, but there's not really any space in the kitchen at the moment, the way everything is laid out. So we have either the option to renovate the kitchen fully or buy a fridge freezer unit that has both in one. So we will see. That's why this project is waiting a little bit. But yes, now I'm gonna go upstairs. This is what you see when you get to the upstairs area. We have two big windows here with a lot of light. This is my filming setup. Hello. Okay, I just noticed that my battery is about to die, but I can just quickly mention what rooms we have here. We have our bathroom here with our very beautiful old school bathroom. It needs a lot of renovation. We have a bathtub in here. I'm gonna get rid of this section. This, let's see. This is a cabinet I want to get rid of. And then in here we have Phillips' office. He has his own things in here. He has a lot of gym equipment and guitar and music things. Here we have the guest bedroom. And this is like one of my favorite rooms in this house, just because of the wallpaper in here, or like this green. I just love this green color in here, and I love the way they have decorated or chosen to like paint the door here, the door frame. That idea is gonna be something I'm gonna steal to the other rooms. But yeah, this is a beautiful guest room. This room is normally closed, but because I'm filming I have to have it open. We're having it closed because a lot of our friends and family are allergic to cats. So it's closed so the cat doesn't go in. But as soon as I open the door, she finds her way in here. I love the view here. It's amazing. Then we are going to the master bedroom, which is located over here. This is also a room that I'm not happy with because, yeah, you can see. I love the bed. That is something my boyfriend has made, but the rest is very boring and outdated and yeah. It's not at all what I'm envisioning. But we do have a chimney in here also that would make this room really warm in the winter. And here we have also made like a quick solution to hang our clothes. Philip drilled and hung up this, I think this is like a curtain rod that we found in the house. We don't own a closet. We have these little cabinets, one over there and then a second one in here. And I don't really want to buy a wardrobe just yet because we are in here. I'm planning on building a walk-in closet. This room is pretty big. It's the same size as our bathroom. The previous owners has started to redo this section here. And this is the final room, I think. But this is essentially a same size room as the bathroom, the closet that we're gonna build, and oh yeah, I haven't showed the room that's next to Philip's office, but it's essentially the same type of room like this, that we have 4 of those in this house. This one has essentially a bunk bed from the previous owners. I was planning to make this into like a yoga room or like a chill out room and just have like floor pillows in that room, and you can go in there to just hang out and listen to music or read or something like that. Knit. Now I'm gonna go charge my camera because my battery is running out. So that was the house tour. I'm sorry if this was rushed, but it's a big house and there's so much to show and talk about. I don't know if I got everything out that I wanted to get out because I didn't plan anything about this video. I just wanted to do the video and have it out. This house has a lot of potential, I have so many ideas for the house. I hope you're not feeling stressed out by watching this video. I know I can be a bit rushy sometimes and I talk fast and miss things, I guess. My intention is to just have this video out. I'm not expecting to like have this grandiose video, but if you do want to see a house tour that is really well done about this house, you can go watch my boyfriend's video. He did an amazing job filming the house. I loved it. It's really well done. So I highly recommend you go watch that video also. I have also done a little similar type of garden tour. I did it in the summer, so if you want to go watch that, you can. This is our house. What do you think? I know it's not for everybody. There's so many people who one question or decision why we even bought this house, that it's not worth the money we gave for it. I don't care. I love this house. This house has brought me so much peace and joy and hope to my life, essentially. It just feels unreal. It's so much more like that we could have ever wanted, and I'm extremely grateful and humble that we have been able to buy this house. That is something I know is not possible for everybody. If somebody would have told me 5 years ago that I was gonna be in a house like this, I wouldn't have believed them. I was in a completely different stage in my life. Yeah, I'm just so proud of myself that I'm here and living in this beautiful house and doing exactly what I'm dreaming of. So that's amazing. Yeah, this is just a plain simple house tour. But if you do want to follow this channel, you can. I'm doing mainly knitting related videos, but I'm a person with a lot of hobbies and a lot of ideas. So who knows what this channel is gonna bring in the future. That's why it's called Anything by Media. In 3 months it's gonna be summer or spring at least. Then I know I will be doing a lot of gardening things. Yeah, stick around. Renovations is coming up. Just follow this journey, I guess. And I'm gonna go and cook. I'm hungry and I haven't had anything to eat since I was working. But yes, thank you for watching this video, and hopefully we see each other in an upcoming video. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.